Okay guys, this was the formerly abandoned 87 Grand National original 32,000 mile car that one of my best friends abandoned in his backyard for 13 years. I've got 3 videos on rescuing the car, getting it out of his backyard, getting it here, figuring out what was wrong with it, etc. The car was last started November the 16th of 2022. Today is April the 4th, 2023. And we're just going to give it a cold start. Everybody likes cold starts. We're going to give it a cold start. We've already got the battery maintainer disconnected. We got the fuel pressure at the rail, and we've already built up the oil pressure. So let's give it a turn and see what happens. Just a quick check. Yep, got the computer plugged up. Engine's cold. Like I said, this is the first cold start in about 5.5 months. Original 32,000 mile car that was abandoned in my friend's backyard for 13 years, and let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Oil pressure. No smoke. No smoke. Got a good sounding exhaust. Fairly decent interior considering it set out for so long, except for a cracked dash and steering wheel mutilated. Let's see if we get the smoke out of it. Nope, no smoke. But you gotta admit, it does sound good though. Original miles. No, it has not been rolled over. I know what I'm talking about. I've known this car its whole life. He was my best friend, one of my best friends, dearest friends. Bought it brand new. It's just been sitting out in the weather for 13 years. When he first bought the car, it was his daily driver for 4 years, 5 years, just around town. He'd go to, he lived in Franklin, Kentucky. He'd go to Bowling Green some, come back. Not a lot of highway trips or running, just right there around town, 10, 15 miles a day. And then he got another daily driver and parked it. I've got VHS of the car in 98, had 28,000 miles on it then. And it's an original low mileage car. I mean, it's not bone stock as you can tell, but it was, we did all this in 98 and early millennium. Turbo upgrade, and I did the chrome and the speedo recalibration synthetic carbon in 98. Had it chromed. I didn't chrome it. I took it all off, had everything chromed at his request. But seems to be a pretty decent, good running car still. That's an OEM regulator, because one had been on it for about 30 years, was bad, leaking out the vacuum port. I do have the original fuel pressure regulator over there in that box. Some stock parts that come off of this car. So I do have the original OEM regulator that come off the car. I'm gonna let it sit here and come up to temperature and just let it run for a minute. I've got something going on in here today, guys. Condensation all over this garage floor. It's what, 65, 68 degrees, 70 maybe outside, and condensation all over this floor. I don't know what in the world's causing that, but that's happened some through the years in here. It just, I don't know, I find it to be a pain in the butt. Well, looks like we got it up to temperature, and it's still sitting here just purring like a kitten. Just as pretty as you please. Sounding good. Give it a little rev here. No smoke. None whatsoever. But in the beginning, that day I first started and drove it out of its grade, y'all were like, oh man, that thing needs valves and it rings. And that thing's just foobar. You need to rebuild it and this and that and the other. All it was a computer. That's all it was, guys, just a computer. I'm about to shut it off, but in case everybody been wondering, I appreciate all the views and all the comments. And anybody been wondering what the status of the car is, this is the status of it. Guys, I've got a thing going on right now called life. And I've got all of my, how should I say this? All of my liquid assets tied up in life and business. And trying to figure out what's the next step in business. So I'm not playing with cars right now other than have to situations. Like I just went and spent money and bought 2 batteries for that diesel pickup today. Just things like that. I've got to put wheel seals on it. The original R12, I guess, is leaked down or something's going on with the compressor. It's still cooling, but the compressor making some issues. So I got to deal with that. I got another truck, orange Suburban in here that belonged to Randy, the guy that had this GN. Got to do some work on it. Some speedo sensor and speedo gear and oil sending unit, things like that. So that's all I'm spending money on. Just survival right now, guys. But eventually, in time, I'll get to this thing. I'm sure y'all understand. Let's check out, take a gander at the trunk and some receipts. Just for the record, that truck right there, the last time it was started was the same day. Last day this car was started, November 16th of 22. So it was the first start on that truck today as well. And like I just told you, I got to go buy 2 batteries for it. I've already got them there in the bed. And what kind of batteries did I get? O'Reilly Super Start Extreme. I like the premiums, but I figured I'd try the Extreme. And guys, let's see here. This is just about, I guess, every receipt of everything that's been done to this car. Down in through here. And I referenced this in a comment the other day. The car was painted in '93. This is not where the car was painted, but trying to open this up right here. He had some work done on the car. Cunningham, Buick in Springfield. And where is that mileage? Oh, not bad. I thought it was 23. Okay, it had 26,000 miles on it then. But I know in the late 90s and throughout the millennium, the car wouldn't drove much at all. Cunningham, Buick, Springfield. There's some stuff on the EGT. This right here, I found this under the trunk mat. It just broke my heart seeing it like this. Of course, that's where he left the car sitting out for 13 years and obviously got water down in the trunk. So I haven't even attempted to open it. Don't know if I'm going to try. Well, it looks like it already might be open. Or is it? We'll check that out some other time. Let's see. What's this right here? Fly Technologies. Cold air kit and filter. 224. What was that? $329.95. And that was sent to me, my old address. And then I put it on the car for him. Yeah. I know there's a receipt in here when the car is painted. Surely. Well, I'll find it at some point. This is going to be a short video today, guys. Just wanted to show you, in case you were curious, of the current status of the car. Here it is. It's not going anywhere. I will get to it at some point when finances allow. Until then, it'll be right here with mine. It's indoors to stop the bleeding, and it's better than sitting outside in his backyard for another 13 years. Guys, thanks for watching. May God bless, and may y'all have a great day.